How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I've got other things on my mind. See you later.
God be with you.
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? Jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah?
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Isn't there anywhere else where I could find the wine?
Unfortunately not. I have the exclusive right to sell and buy that particular vintage. No one else in the region will stock it.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Rattay.
But what if I don't win the competition?
Then you'll have to persuade the winner to part with some truly excellent wine.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to find a way to get it.
I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can do to help.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young, nimble.
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, of course. It goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. May the Lord watch over you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
How should I know? Good boy.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I've got other things on my mind. Bye.
How's it going?
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skillets, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Well, who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathouse, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll go.
Good luck, then.
God's blessings. Goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah!
My respects to you.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhof stud farm. Getting things up and running again without old Smill would be a job and a half. His widow Zora's a fine woman, tough as they come. But, well, she's a woman still.
Have you got a bed for the night?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
All right. Money up front, though.
Here you are.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. Your chamber is the one in the middle. Take care now.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted. Take care.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, sir.
Are we agreed?
That's a poor offer.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement. Yeah.
That
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Do you even have to ask? Some poachers have settled in the woods near the inn. A right band of them too. The master huntsman's at his wit's end with them. And maybe he could use your help. And that's not all. You're that lad from Skalitz, ain't you? It is you, ain't it? Well, you ought to ask folk in Rovna how they're doing. Some of them come here for an ale now and again, and they don't look too happy. And that's not all. I heard from the stonemasons there's been some trouble at the quarry. Hope it doesn't drive them away. They spend a lot here. Thirsty work, you know. I just hope Sir Divish and his quarrymaster get it sorted out. See you later.
Huh?
God be with you.
Have you got any work that needs doing?
Not much. Unless you're not averse to a bit of risk.
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy them from the master huntsman, and he never gives me enough. I'd hunt them down myself, only he keeps a close watch on me. But you now...
Well, I don't think the master huntsman would be any happier about me hunting on his preserve.
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me. And sometimes I have to fill an order and I need something in particular. In which case, I would pay you extra. And if you help me out a few times, I might be able to teach you something useful. God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Saradze Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Saradzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
It might have crossed your mind to send someone there sooner.
People are barely venturing outside their own homes, they're so scared. And word has got around that the plague is raging here. If someone met us wandering about, well, I'd fear the worst. And besides, you're the envoy of Saradze Kobila himself. Your word will carry more weight in the monastery than some lowly peasants.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Take care now.
How are you?
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes.
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
You don't have to let me in. You might just forget to lock the door.
Why would I forget to lock the door?
Well, you might find some groschen lying on the ground.
That can make a person forget things.
Oh, I see. And how many Grusha might be lying on the ground?
Are we agreed?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. It'll stay just between the two of us?
You can be sure of it.
All right, then. Take care.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned Cumans. But they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Malikars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melikar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that. But they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. We've a number of wounded. And now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
Melikar, Straw. Those names are new to me.
They're locals. Melikar's been in charge here since old vassal Smill from Neuhof passed away. May God grant him eternal peace. And Straw, that's the local woodsman. Poor fellow. The bandits killed his son, and his wife has the disease.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife. Poor thing.
I'm looking for Matthias. I think he works at the stud here.
Matthias. Matthias? Wait, I know. He's not been here long, isn't that right?
Not long, it's true.
Well, those bastards got him. He's laid up at the stud now. His arm's in a bad way, but at least he's still alive.
Thank you. Thank you, that's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good health to you. Take care now.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it?
My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Can I ask you a bit about Merho yet?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Where can I find this straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
Can you tell me something about old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
That's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
What's Melikar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melikar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Vurba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melikar and Straw have sick ones at home.
You come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I don't have time to explain everything to you. I need to...
So you don't have the time? Come here, you fucker. Murka! Goddamn! Don't speak to me. Leave me be, all of you. Leave me be, all of you.
Yeah!
Makes goods, handy implements, and machines of every kind.
Yeah.
Come on up and
Get ready to bleed.
The answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to fence the ring on something.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
That's the man.
Is that the best you can do?
You're dead.
You'll get what for.
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them dragged himself in here with broken ribs, and now he's going to die from pneumonia and starvation.
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you good day.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well. I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka. Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
I expect so, or why would they be so fearful about it?
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
Quiet!
And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
I can't. I just can't.
I can't stay here.
can't sleep again.
Help me.
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
No, I can't.
Never mind. But do tell me what they're suffering from, and I'll read up on it myself.
They all have a fever. Some are raving, even.
That's to be expected. What else?
One complained of agonizing bellyache.
So it could be of digestive origin. Anything else?
Coughing. They suffer from a terrible gagging cough.
A cough. I see. Anything else?
A rash on the legs and arms.
How peculiar. Next?
One victim complained of having dreadful runs.
Most unpleasant. What next?
A thirst. They suffer from an insatiable thirst.
That may be down to the feverishness. What next?
Some have broken out in hideous sores.
Good Lord, this does sound serious. What next?
That's it.
Right. Stay until tomorrow. Perhaps I can come up with something.
Right.
Farewell.
Hey, Goodman. Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely, well, honest.
What's it about?
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets. For a reward. of course.
Well, then it's lucky for you that I happen...
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard. He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labour. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me. And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herb woman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realises he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds easy enough.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust...
God be with you.
Good day to you.
I've got a bit of coin today. What better way to use it than a game of dice? May the Lord...
Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
Let me have some grub. Whatever's quick.
Here we are. I've only got 2 hands.
Over here. I'd like to order.
Coming.
Bottoms out.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
I'd like something to eat.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
A tank here.
This'll be the one. That's it. Cursed luck.
Ale as usual. I'd like a beer.
My pleasure.
No luck tonight. This'll be an easy win. point in pushing it.
Stop this. Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
There. Satisfied?
Service is a bit slow here today. This'll be the one.
Hey, where's my ale?
That's it.
Hey, where's my ale?
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. Your turn.
What's the hold up? Hey, ale here.
It's no big deal. We didn't have much anyway. That's all.
Christ, I'll have to get my own ale.
Hey, where's my ale?
How much longer must I wait?
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
There. Satisfied?
Ale for me.
Here.
To good neighbors.
Here we are.
Now you. Oh, come on. It's time I had a throw. Shit.
Good health to you.
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Well, it depends what you're willing to do. Of course, it's your own skelet's fault need the most help. There's some of them at the monastery. I talked to Johanka a few times, and she's working her fingers to the bone, taking care of the injured ones there. I'm sure she'd welcome some good Samaritan who would lighten her load. And that's not all. You're from Skalitz, ain't you? You must know Fritz and Matthew then. Them fellows need to learn some manners. They've been making mischief, and folk are getting fed up with them. And there's another thing. There was one troublemaker around here not long ago, but we dealt with him. He was selling some relics and he claimed were miraculous. but it was nothing but worthless trinkets. The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast you couldn't see his heels for dust. All the way to the Dechko, I believe. That's all I can think of.
Can I...
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one.
Sure.
Here you go.
You'll like it here.
Where do I go?
On the upper floor of the... Your chamber is... Don't be with me.
The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way, to the forge he flies. Very far, far away.
Answer me.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell.
I'd like to...
So what are you in...
I'll certainly...
That can be arranged.
Fine.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God bless.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, he said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various...
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown, nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Our some priest. She's in the Bible.
Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something so valuable?
Are you suggesting you might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted.
What kind of power?
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in combat.
Where can I find the power?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eyed swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
I could do with a sword like that.
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the...
It does sound very interesting.
Excellent.
God be with you.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
The Sasau swordsmith tells me he'd pay
Well, my lad, I can't help you there. We're the back of beyond here. Not even a...
What's the matter?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
What tourney?
You don't know about the tournament? Sir Hanush decided to revive the regular Rat-Eye tournament again.
Why would the tourney upset?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfluk. God rest him. And for years he saved every groschen he got so as he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all... So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was...
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartalfluk wasn't as strong.
So what happened to him?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfluk was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter, and only he never came home that day. I figured he was I was just on my way to look for him. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf.
Do you think it was the...
It was the first thing crossed my mind.
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing.
Did Svartalfluk...
Only a couple of scratches, not even the sawbones.
Look, I'll try and find...
Oh, thank you. Good luck to you.
There. Satisfied?